Boeing is responsible for the deaths of 346 people. How much should they have to pay for that? Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Attorney Tom here, and in my last legal analysis video in which I broke down the McDonald's coffee cup case, Alex C. left a comment that asked what my thoughts were on the current Boeing case, if there was a case, and if so, how much money should Boeing have to pay. For those of you who are unaware of the situation, the Boeing 737-800 MAX had two fatal crashes, one in October of 2018 and one in March of 2019. Both crashes were caused by the same software malfunction, and as a result, every single person on both flights died. So with respect to Alex C's first question, is there a case? The answer to that question is yes. Boeing is an American company, they're domiciled in Seattle, so I anticipate litigation will be brought in the United States. On top of that, Boeing has already taken responsibility for the crashes, stating that it was in fact their software defect that caused them. So the only question left in a case like this is how much are the lives of 346 people worth? I know it sounds crass to put a price on 346 innocent lives when each life is truly priceless, and I promise if you ask anybody who knew one of the individuals who was lost, there is an amount of money in the world that they would trade to have their loved one back. But ultimately, in a civil court of law, money is the only form of is the only remedy allowed, so that's all we have to talk about. In cases such as this, when companies are grossly negligent and cause a disturbing amount of damages and loss of life, juries often try to find a number to compensate the victims that is, for lack of better words, poetic. Meaning, jurors just don't pick an arbitrarily high number and make Boeing pay it, but instead they pick a number that means something. And here are a couple of suggestions that I thought of. First, Boeing should pay $1 to each victim's family for every single person that had ever flown on a 737 MAX 8. According to my research, the Boeing 737 MAX 8 was operational for approximately 88 weeks. And during each week of its operation, there were about 8,600 flights. And on each flight, I'm going to estimate that there were at least 100 people on every flight. And if you multiply all those together, you get 75,680,000 people who risked their lives flying on the 737-8 MAX. And I think that would be justified if Boeing paid $1 representing every person who risked their lives flying on the 737 MAX 8 to the estate of the individual who was killed. The second suggestion I have is to take Boeing's 2018 profit, $10.5 billion, and chop it up amongst the 346 estates. That would come out to approximately $30,346,800 to each estate. Okay, those are my thoughts on the case. This was just my opinion. I don't represent anybody in this case currently, but I want to know your thoughts. Please leave your verdict in the comments below on how much you think Boeing should pay for the loss of 346 innocent lives. That's it for today's video. As always, please leave your verdict below in the comments, as well as any other suggestion you might have for future episodes. And don't forget to subscribe with the notifications on so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Your verdicts mean a lot to me. One last time, my name is Attorney Tommy John Kherkher, managing partner of the Kherkher Law Firm, and I rest my case. Thanks.